Judges for the senior equitation include call judge Paul Boone, Maria Gilman, and Gary Garone. Our learner judge tonight is Jesse Richardson. Riders, good luck. Officially underway on a Friday night and showing at the trot. Trot, please. Riders, thank you. Now walk, please. Down to the walk. Canter, please. Canter. Thank you, riders. Now walk, please. Down to the walk, please. On the reverse and showing at the trot. Second direction with a nice field of saddle seat riders. This is the senior division for their championship. Down to the walk, please, to the walk now, and time has been called. Riders to the walk, if you would. Time has been called. Call goes out for the blacksmith in our first class tonight. So momentary delay in our saddle seat equitation. Timeout chart to entry 714, and the call has been made to the blacksmith. So riders, we'll have you relax for just a moment, just a short delay, as we have cast a shoe. In our first class, the American Royals Senior Equitation, their national championship here tonight. Well, we have just a few minutes, and the blacksmith is busy at work. I would like to welcome our new friends to the horse show tonight, Liberty Farm, and their meetup group tonight. They're joining us here from Liberty Farm in Liberty, Missouri, and they will have group meetings each month, and a lot of those folks, we believe up to 25 of them, will be introduced to the American saddlebred industry right here at the American Royals. So enjoy. We'll try to get back, check in with you later in the week. A lot of that work headed up by one of our horse trainers and one of our respected veterans, a veteran of the United States Navy. A tip of the hat to Jeff Tryon for your service to our country and for stepping out of the box and welcoming new folks to the horse show. We'll try to educate them as we go along tonight. As I mentioned, a number of fun facts that will send your way and hopefully jog your memory, and maybe you'll pick up that cell phone and call a friend that you know is a veteran and just say thank you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for your commitment to our country and your loyalty to the Armed Services Program. Pay tribute to all of our American veterans, living or deceased, but especially giving thanks to our living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. In 1926, Veterans Day became an annual holiday. It originated as Armistice Day back in November 11th of 1919. And for those great in history, that is the first anniversary of the end of World War I. The numbers are staggering. We'll also talk about the horses that were famous from all of the different conflicts we've had, but 23.2 million veterans reside in the United States. 9.2 are over the age of 65. That's 9.2 million. Surprisingly, 1.9 million are under the age of 35. 1.8 million of those veterans in the United States are women, and 7.8 million served during the Vietnam War, 33% of all of our living veterans. 5.2 million served during the Gulf War, 2.6 million served during World War II, 2.8 million served during the Korean War, and 6 million have served in peacetime. Horses, American saddlebreds, were known as horses for the generals. For General Ulysses Grant, Cincinnati was the horse, and Cincinnati lived between 1860 and 1878. Cincinnati was the son of Lexington. Lexington was in fact the fastest 4-mile thoroughbred in the United States at that time, and he was a gift to Grant from an admirer and stood 17 hands in height. Pretty well documented that Robert E. Lee, he had the beautiful gray American saddlebred foaled in 1857. That was Traveler. Traveler was known for his speed, strength, and courage in combat. He carried the general into many battles, and after the war, accompanied Robert E. Lee home. General Sherman was astride the beautiful Lexington, one of our war heroes. Stonewall Jackson had a Morgan horse. It was called Little Sorrel. Sergeant Reckless was, in fact, not an American saddlebred, was a mare in the Marines who fought in the Korean War, lived out the remaining portion of her life at Camp Pendleton in San Diego, California. She was purchased from a racetrack and sold for $250, and the mare was awarded 2 Purple Hearts. There was a statue honoring Sergeant Reckless at the National Museum of the Marine Corps in Virginia. Horses not only play a major role in our lives, but also in the lives of the generals and those that fought for the freedom of our United States. Special thanks to our blacksmith, and we'll be back underway in just a moment. We will be second direction at the walk when we call our class to order. And that gate shuts underway, second direction at the walk. Walk, please. Once again, we'll ask you to move into the trot, please. Trot. Riders, thank you. Now walk, please. Down to the walk. Canter, please. Canter. Thank you. Walk, please. To the walk now. Let's get moving to the trot, please, riders, and calling for the lineup. Real work, very well done by our senior group of equitation riders tonight, all in pursuit of the national championship. There will be additional testing for those selected by our 3 judges tonight. We'll let you know that group coming up in just a moment or two. What a nice group of equitation riders, the senior equitation group, 14 to 17 years of age, their national championship lining up across Kemp Arena. Our 3-judge panel now, headed up by call judge Paul Boone, Maria Gilman, and Gary Garone. We'll take this opportunity, along with our learner judge, Jesse Richardson, to walk the line and further evaluate. A very nice group. There will be additional testing for those selected. The William P. Harsh and George Harsh Memorial Trophy will go to our champion. In addition, the Charlton Helen Crabtree Perpetual Trophy and the Dorothy Dukes Ford Memorial Trophy, all going to our champions here tonight. Wonderful sound from the Missouri Brass Quintet joining us here on Friday night. They will be joined by Randy Roberts, our organist, throughout the week. Three judges and their evaluation of this Senior Equitation National Championship. Master John Fry will now meet individually with all three of our judges and get the numbers that have been selected for additional testing. While Mr. Fry handles that assignment, I will take this opportunity to review the workout for those joining us here in Kemper Arena. This workout was made available to our riders, trainers, and instructors earlier on our Friday evening performance. Individually, they'll be using the square shape to demonstrate each lead and each diagonal. The entire workout is to be performed off of the rail. The approach and the return to the lineup are up to the rider's discretion, but you will be judged on both your approach and your return to the lineup. So I think it'll be a little more clear for you as the first two go down, but they will use a square shape to demonstrate each lead and each diagonal. That square shape will be down at the opposite end of where they're currently lined up. The entire workout is to be performed off of the rail. The approach and the return, the judges have left that up to the rider's discretion, but they want the riders to know that they will be evaluated on both the approach and their return to the lineup. A very creative workout, and we'll be anxious to watch in just a few minutes when we get those numbers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our judges have selected 8 that will be asked to return or remain in the ring, actually. And these 8 in numerical listing. And this will also serve as the order of go. So these 8 now numerically: 298, 299, 308, 315, 330, 355, 511, and 518. These 8, your number was not called. You will be excused with our thanks. A wonderful performance for everyone tonight. These 8, and this will be your work order.